Hello again. We're going to start on our sideways stories from Wayside School. Hopefully you're enjoying this book. I always like to read it at the beginning of the year because it's pretty funny. All right, sideways stories from Wayside School. We are on chapter 20. This is ours. It doesn't exist. All right. Kathy doesn't like you. She doesn't know you, but she still doesn't like you. She thinks you are stupid. In fact, she thinks you are the stupidest person she doesn't know. What do you think of that? She doesn't talk very nicely, does she? She also thinks you're ugly. As a matter of fact, she thinks you are the ugliest person she doesn't know, and she doesn't know a lot of people. She doesn't like the people she knows either. She hates everybody in Mrs. Jewell's class. She did like one member of the class. She liked Sammy. She thought he was funny. Sammy was a dead rat. But Kathy has good reasons for not liking any of the children she knows. She doesn't like DJ because he smiles too much, and she doesn't like John because he stands on his head. Kathy once had a cat named Skunks. She liked Skunks, but she was afraid that Skunks would run away. You have nothing to worry about, Kathy, said Mrs. Jewls. Skunks won't run away. Just be nice to him and feed him, and pet him, and he won't run away. He may go out and play, but he'll always come back. No, you're wrong, Mrs. Jewls, said Kathy. What do you know? He'll run away. So Kathy kept Skunks locked up in her closet at home. She never let him out and sometimes even forgot to feed him. One day, while Kathy was looking for her other shoe, Skunks ran out of the closet and never came back. You said he would come back, Mrs. Jewls, said Kathy. He never came back. You were wrong. I was right. That was why Kathy didn't like Mrs. Jewls. The next time I get a cat, I'll kill him. Then he'll never run away, said Kathy. Then there was the time that Damien tried to teach Kathy how to play catch. Damien said, when I throw you the ball, Kathy, try to catch it. I can't catch it, said Kathy. I'll just get hurt. You won't get hurt, Damien insisted. Just watch the ball. He tossed it to her, but Kathy knew she'd get hurt, so she closed her eyes and the ball hit her on the cheek. Oh, it hurt. Kathy began to cry. You were wrong, she sobbed. I was right. That was why Kathy didn't like Damien. Alison believed that if you are nice to someone, then they'll be nice to you. So one day she brought Kathy a cookie. I don't want your ugly cookie, said Kathy. It probably tastes terrible. Alison said, no, it's very good. I made it myself. Kathy said, if you made it, then it must stink. You can't cook. You're too stupid. She just put the cookie in her desk along with her pencils, crayons, and books. 3 weeks later, Kathy was hungry. All right, Alison, she said, I'll try your stupid cookie. She took it out of her desk. It was covered with dust. She bit it. It was hard and tasted terrible. See, said Kathy, I was right. That was why Kathy didn't like Alison. Yes, Kathy had very good reasons for not liking anybody she knew, but she also has a good reason for not liking you, and she doesn't even know you. Her reason is this. She knows that if you ever met her, you wouldn't like her. You don't like Kathy, do you? See, she was right. It's funny how a person can be right all of the time and still be wrong. All right, chapter 21, Ron. Ron had curly hair and little feet. I want to play kickball, he said. You can't play, said Terence. Get out of here, said Dee Dee. Scram, said Jason. I want to play kickball, said Ron. Well, you're not playing, said Terence. Beat it. Ron stomped across the playground to the hopscotch area. Jenny was playing hopscotch with Louie. Jenny was on 9. Louie was still on 4, but it was his turn. I want to play kickball, Ron said. So go play kickball, said Louie. Terence won't let me play, said Ron. Louie walked with Ron to the kickball field. Hey, what about your hopscotch game? Jenny asked. You won, said Louie. I just beat Louie in hopscotch, Jenny announced. Leslie, Rondi, and Alison flocked around her. Hey, Louie, Damien shouted. Do you want to play kickball? All right, said Louie. Ron and I will both play. No, said Terence. Ron isn't playing. Anyone who wants to play can play, said Louie. No, he can't, said Terence. It's my ball. It isn't your ball, said Louie. You gave it to me, said Terence. I gave it to you to share, said Louie. If you can't share it, you can't have it. Oh, all right, said Terence, but I get a pitch. Ron and I will stand everybody. We'll stand everybody, Louie announced. All right, said Jason. We'll kill them. We'll murder them, said Dee Dee. We'll smash them, said Myron. We'll see, said Louie. Ron pitched and Louie played the other 8 positions. 20 minutes later, he finally got 3 outs. The score was 21-0. Ron was up first. Infield, shouted Damien. Everybody stood within 10 feet of the home plate. All right, Ron, Louie shouted. Kick it over their heads. Ron kicked the ball only 3.5 feet. Todd picked it up and threw him out. Louie was up. Louie was up. Everybody ran back to the edge of the outfield. Still, Louie kicked the ball over their heads for a home run. Everybody ran all the way back in again for Ron's up. He kicked the ball only 2 feet. Dee Dee tagged him out. Louie kicked another home run. Ron then kicked the ball a foot and tripped over it on his way to first base. 3 outs. Ron and Louie held the other team to only 5 runs the next inning. That was because the bell rang. Lunch was finally over. Louie and Ron lost 26-2. Ron had had a wonderful time. The next day, Ron said, I want to play kickball. You can't play, said Terence. Get out of here, said Jason. Scram, said Dee Dee. I want to play kickball, Ron told Louie. Louie walked with him to the kickball field. Ron and I will stand all of you. Everybody liked the teams, excuse me. Ron pitched, oh my goodness, boys and girls. Ron pitched while Louie played the other 8 positions. They lost 57-2. After the game, Louie took Ron aside. Listen, Ron, he said, why do you always want to play kickball? You can't kick, you can't field, you can't even run to first base. You just get smashed every game. Hey, now, wait a second, said Ron. Don't go blaming it all on me. You're half the team, too, so you know. And with that, he punched Louie in the stomach. And he punched a heck of a lot of harder than he kicked. He punched a lot harder than he kicked. All right. We're going to go ahead and stop at 22. We'll do that one tomorrow. All right. I hope you guys are enjoying the story. My tongue gets tied sometimes. I really apologize for that. Oh, goodness. All right, guys. I am going to see you over in our math things after you get done with everything in your ELA, Language Arts. All right. Let's see here. I think I skipped around too many places. All right, here we go. We can stop here.